Testing. 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 Do you know what? It is a beautiful day here in Brighton. Be right on today. Not raining. Sun's out. Moon's out. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All's good in the world. Had a comment, thank you, on the last video. Ditch your music and we can't hear you. So I've bought myself a microphone. Hopefully that will improve the sound quality. Listen, I'm really new to this. I'm really new to woodworking. I'm really new to YouTube. So I don't know what I'm doing. Just making it up as I go along, really. Because it's fun. If you do one of those personality tests, I come up as an expressive, which basically means I'll tell you everything you want to know. And so I think this is something to do with the YouTubing. I quite like sharing things, that's why I do this. So something I do want to address, trying to build a bench, and the bench is going to need legs. It's going to need 4 legs, 4 pieces of 4x2, and I've been putting it off because the way the legs join the pallet, they need to be sturdy, they need to be secure, they need to be rigid, and I really don't want to screw it up. My plan is my 2x4 is going to butt up against the pallet. I'm going to take out an L shape so it butts in, ouch, and I think that should make a reasonably good join. Now, I think if you've seen any of my recent videos, you'll know I'm procrastinating. I'm putting off doing these legs because I don't want to screw them up, and I don't really know how good my ability is. The other thing that's been putting me off, and this is what today's video is going to be about, is my mitre saw is supposed to be able to do a trench cut or a channel cut, so cutting to a fixed height. I've read the manual, I've played around with it, and I can't figure it out. It's the thing that disappoints me most about the Guild mitre saw, if I'm honest. So the first thing I'm going to do in this video is see if I can figure out how to do this trench cut. I think I'm going to be looking to take out half of this 2x4, and then if I can do that, I can just make a series of cuts, and I should be able to knock them out with a hammer, smooth it off with a chisel. Job's a good one. That's the plan. So there is something else. So why I'm doing this at the moment, it's me pottering about in my back garden. messing about with wood. I've always had a thing for wood. I just love it. It's a great material, obviously. But the real reason why I'm doing this is I'm nearly 60, and do you know what? I think it's time to retire. I'm not enjoying work, and there's more I'd rather be doing with my life. So what I'm looking to do is to sell my place in Brighton and move to France. I'd like to retire to France this year. I'm looking for a detached property with some land that I can make a small holding out of. I've been thinking about this for some time, and there are some things I want to do. So the things I want to do with the next few years, I want to plant trees. I want enough land that I can plant some trees on. Trees for nature and fruit trees for harvesting. That's a big one. I'd really like, I'd like to go off grid. I'd like to put solar on it, and also, if I can find a place with a viable stream, I'd like hydro as well. Solar's an easy one to do. Hydro, there aren't many properties that are suitable for that, so I have to see what I can do about that. So the trees, self-generating power. I'd like to dig a lake. I'd like enough land to dig a lake on, which would probably kill me, but that's part of the plan. I want a shed to potter about in for woodworking, which is why I'm doing these videos now. This is me learning, so that when I've got some more interesting content, I'm a little more adept at it. I love my cooking, and at the moment, if I cook a meal, it's a bit rushed. I've got a full-time job, obviously, at present. I'd like to have more time to think about what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, and enjoy the cooking process. Another thing I'd really like to do, in the past I've made wine. I'd like to make more wine. And something my granddad used to do that I really want to do, I want to keep bees. There's this whole thing about we're fecking up the planet and we're fecking up the bees. So I was thinking I could support them. It all sounds very green, very hippie, and that probably says something about me. So that's where I am at. It's mid-March here at the moment. At the beginning of April, I'm going to France. It was supposed to be a reconnaissance trip. I'm looking for something in Normandy. But to be honest, I know Normandy relatively well. Not very well, but relatively well. There's another YouTube channel that I like to watch, a channel called Mr. Bloke, which is a couple who have bought a property in Lower Normandy. I recommend checking them out. They make great content. And at the beginning of April, I'm actually going to pay them a visit and I'm going to give them a couple of days free labour, because they deserve it. They seem to work really hard, and they seem like a couple that could do with a hand. I've got a splinter in mine. So that's the plan. So bear with me for now. I'm learning, I'm improving my YouTube skills, I'm improving my woodwork skills. I hope both improve, and I'm hoping there's going to be some really interesting content in the future. Crazy times, crazy times. But watch this space. But for now, let's try and figure out how to do a channel cut on a mitre saw. So I'm going to bring the camera in closer. This is the knob that controls the channel cut. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, if I'm honest. Let me bring the camera in and get a better look. So this is what I'm talking about. It's this, yeah? So by altering this, I'm supposed to be able to amend the maximum or minimum height of the cut I can make. And let me see if I can demonstrate. This is going to be the first attempt. So you can see I didn't fiddle with this at all, and at the moment it's just cutting completely through the wood. So I'm going to try and do is bring this all the way up, take that all the way down, does it make any difference? No, it doesn't. So let's try it the other way. So now I'm bringing that wheel all the way up. And then lowering that. So adjusting that does absolutely nothing. And I'll be honest, I've actually rung Guild customer support and asked them for advice. I spoke to a really nice guy, got me to send over some pictures, email him, and then never got back to me. Which, sorry, Guild, that's a bit annoying. And he said, give him a couple of days, gave him a couple of days, emailed him again, just never heard from them again. So I don't think they know. So none of those. I'm just ended up with loads of pieces of cut off. I don't think I'm supposed to do this. I played around with it, and what I realised, if I actually remove this, so by doing that, I have prevented the blade from going all the way down, but it's hitting this. So if I bring it up a bit, more offcuts. I just don't understand it. So look, this swivels. The only thing that stops it going down is this screw hitting this. I know if I try and do the leg cuts without getting to the bottom of this, I'm going to end up with firewood. That's my concern. So once again, I'm going to park the idea of doing the legs this week. Listen, if anyone's watching and they can figure this out, please feel free to comment, because this is holding me back. I really want to crack on with this. Okay, I can't have no progress this week, so I'm going to cheat, and all I'm going to do is supports for the drawers. And so before anyone says anything, yes, I have put that back to the way I found it. It should be okay now. I don't think I really need the clamp, but or the gloves for that matter. I'm so scared of losing a finger. One other thing I've done, I adjusted the laser on the saw, so the laser does now point where it cuts. Which, yeah, that's better. No, that's annoying. Just measure those, and they are both, and that stick too long. Because if they are too long, then when I go to join the legs, they'll be jutting out and they'll be in the way, and that won't be any good. Now we should be fine. See, old Badsy Bryden would have thought, do you know what, that'll do. Close enough. But no, lads see Bryden thinks no, get it right. Recycled nails, obviously. Seems to have loads of really large nails in my medium nail jar. That's not going anywhere. Cool, that is a snug fit. Another one too long. I think the other thing you've got to remember here is I'm no joiner, and this is learning woodwork. Another channel I do watch though, you may have seen, I think he's called Epic Recycling. Wow, the guy's a genius. His content's fabulous, and so's his output. The things he makes are just out of this world. Progress. I think there was a video the other week where I said, I feel like I've made more progress than I have done in ages. I thought I made good progress because I sawed the pieces for the bench top to length. Oh, and it looked good. I think that's to miss the point. You know, when I'm out on my drive smashing up pallets, removing every nail, it's a bit tedious, it's a bit repetitive, but it's progress. and I think it's easy to go for the glory and just miss the sometimes mundane necessity without which you can't achieve your point of arrival. Right, very philosophical. I'm going to call it there. A strange sort of video. I think a lot of me talking, very little woodwork going on, me not sorting anything. If you do know the answer to my trench cut issue, please feel free to put it in the comments. That'd really help me out more than Guild customer service would anyway. Have a good week. Hopefully a better video next week. Hopefully better audio this week. And a couple of weeks time I'll be in La Belle Normandie. Have a great week. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe.